So I know that like everybody and their grandmother has already seen Star Wars like 5 times. So this is going to be very brief because you've probably all seen it already, and you probably all know that it is really great. So I'm just going to say like 2 things. One, so I grew up loving Star Wars as a child, and Return of the Jedi was my favorite movie when I was in 3rd grade. And they asked us on the first day of 3rd grade what our favorite movie was, and everyone hadn't seen it. And I was like, "What is wrong with you? There are Ewoks." So my only complaint about Star Wars: The Force Awakens is there were no Ewoks. There were a lot of callbacks to things in the Star Wars universe, and there were no callbacks to Ewoks. And I'm like, come on, guys. I better get some Ewoks in one of these upcoming movies, or like I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, so a couple of things. One, Oscar Isaac is too good for this world, and I love him, and I wish he had been in the movie more. And I know he's getting a spin-off movie, and I will like watch the shit out of that movie because 1, he's a great actor, and I want to look at his face, and 2, I thought the character was really interesting, but we didn't get a lot about him, and I want to know more. 3, Finn was really great. He was, I liked that he was sort of a reluctant hero, and he didn't know, he like panicked all the time. He was always panicking. I thought that was great because he's just an ordinary dude in an extraordinary situation, and he didn't rise to the occasion all the time. He fumbled a bit, and I thought that was a good lesson. I liked that. So Rey is fucking great. She's so fucking great, and I want all the movies with her, and I'm so grateful that all the little girls growing up watching this movie are going to have her and get to emulate her. It reminded me of when I saw Jurassic Park and Laura Dern when I was like 7, I think, when Jurassic Park came out, and Laura Dern's character was so fucking badass, and I used to just pretend to be Laura Dern's character and like run around trying to shut the power down all the time. I'm sure my parents don't remember this because I would like do that in the backyard where there was no power, but you know, there were dinosaurs. So it reminded me of that, where she was just so badass, and she didn't let anybody like save her. She saved herself over and over and over again. She was smart, and she didn't hide the fact that she was smart. She just, if she knew how to fix something, she fucking did it. I thought that was great. Instead of being ashamed of your smarts, because I know growing up that I often had the answer to things and didn't answer the questions because I was afraid of being a know-it-all, and I was afraid of being yelled at and teased and made fun of for being smart. And I'm just so glad that there's a character that is so smart and so good at what she does and is not afraid to shine, because that's important and something that girls really need, and they need that emphasis. And I'm glad we're moving there as a society where we tell women to and girls to be their best self, because they should have that opportunity to shine. And if they're the best, they're the best. And sorry, dudes. 3, I liked the fact that first Poe had a jacket, and then Finn had the jacket, and then at the end, Rey had the jacket. And then where did the jacket go? I want to know about this jacket. Where did the jacket go? Who gets to have this jacket now? Who does the jacket belong to? Like, whose jacket is it now? Is it all 3 of them? And can all 3 of them just be in some sort of like polyamorous relationship? Because there's polyamorous, 2 dudes, 1, whatever. I want the 3 of them to just be like a unit. That's headcanon from now on. There's just the 3 of them. They're together as a group. BB-8 was adorable, as was all the callbacks with the original droids. I still have my little droid, my little R2-D2 and C-3PO toys that I got from Disneyland when I was 4. So they are now years old, and I still have them. They're 25 years old, and I still have them. Actually, I have 2 C-3POs and 1 R2-D2 because they were my brother's. One set was mine, 1 set was his, and he lost his R2-D2. So I took his C-3PO, and I was like, fuck you, you're not losing him too. You gotta do what you gotta do to save C-3PO, you know? I wish I could speak Wookiee. We have a mask at work that speaks Wookiee, and I might have to wear it around for the rest of the like week when I get back and just speak Wookiee to everybody and be like, what, you don't understand Wookiee? You should. What else? A lot of sad things. I'm not going to spoil things because someone spoiled it for me on the internet because of my job, and I had to read spoilers and delete them over and over again, and so I didn't get to forget the spoilers, so I went in being spoiled, which was a bummer. but it's still enjoyable. And I am so looking forward to everything else they do with this world, because I really like the Star Wars world, and I actually liked the three sequels, prequels, whatever. I have them. I'm not ashamed to say I've seen them many times. And I saw the what is it, the last one, the Sith one. I saw that one in theaters like 4 times. I'm not gonna lie. Ewan McGregor, okay, Ewan McGregor. That's all I'm gonna say. Lastly, and this goes out to probably JJ / the casting director or background casting. I liked that the background characters, the characters, some of which never even speak and some of which do speak, were not all, the ones that weren't aliens, they weren't all white men. There were so many different ethnicities, either flying the X-Wings or manning a station or, doing math or whatever, medicine, what have you. The different ethnicities, male and female, really great cross-section of what would probably be, on a couple thousand people ship. I thought that was great. It was like, it wasn't just like a bunch of white people and one token non-white person. It was like true diversity in the background casting. And that's important. And we don't get enough of that nearly at all. So like non-Star Wars movies, step up your background casting and make it fucking diverse, because even if all people see is a background character that looks like them, that's better than not seeing anybody that looks like them. Like, come on, it's not hard. And everyone gets paid the same, except women, who get paid less, so you'll make more money if you put more women in your movies. Think about that. Anyways, I'm going to go get some coffee, even though I know I sound really hyper right now, but my favorite coffee place closes in an hour, and I want it really bad. So I'm going to go get some coffee. This was Star Wars Force Awakens. I quite enjoyed it. I'm probably not going to see it in theaters again because I have too many other things I need to see. And I said this was going to be short, and then it became 7 minutes. I apologize. But I also don't apologize, because I'm good at what I do, and I do what I do, and I just do it. That's a lesson for all of you people out there. Unless you do things that are evil, don't do evil things. And go on Twitter and follow the Emo Kylo Ren Twitter account, because it's hilarious. And that is it.